Every FX6 owner should have this $15 cable in their bag. If you don't have the Sony mics, wireless audio is a bit of a pain point with the Sony FX6, but this cable definitely helps you. And it really helps if you have dual channel wireless lavs. I have a lot of different wireless microphones, and before this, I was internally recording and syncing the audio in post, which is kind of a pain. I still record internally on the DJI mics, but now it's for backup only. Starting off with the cable, this is a 3.5mm TRS stereo to dual XLR splitter cable. Based on your mic settings, it can take a stereo signal from one transmitter, or if you have both mics recording at once, it can take both of those feeds of audio and record them to their own audio track. I also like the length of this cable as well. It's short enough to not get in the way, but it's long enough to not put any stress on the audio ports. These next settings will probably change based on your environment, but whenever I'm going to set up my FX6 and any kind of wireless audio, specifically in this situation, the DJI mics, these are the settings that I always start with. Starting with the settings in my FX6. In the main menu, you'll want to enable audio channels 1 and 2. You'll want to have your audio levels be manual, and I set them to 3 to start off with. Make sure to set the signal on the XLR ports to mic level. If you're monitoring your audio, under audio output, make sure to have channels 1 and 2 selected here. Now going over to the settings on my DJI mics. Set the recording mode to stereo, receiver gain should be 0, and transmitter gain should be 0. Now as a test, let's compare the internally recorded audio from the DJI mics to the audio that was sent to our FX6 through the splitter cable. For the first test, silence. For the audio portion, I opened up a random page to Austin Kleon's Show Your Work. The #1 rule on the internet: people are lazy. If you don't include a link, no one can click it. Attribution without a link online borders on useless. 99% of people are not going to bother Googling someone's name. One weird thing about this setup though, if you're using one transmitter and you're recording in stereo, the Y cable will actually split the left and the right channels off to different audio tracks. Once you get into your editing program, you'll have to pan all of the channels, like to the left channels will have to be all left, and then the right channels will have to be all right. That's not that big of a deal to do in your editing program, but if you need to have stereo audio specifically, this is something you're gonna have to do. If you want to just simplify the process, you can record in mono and that will take care of everything. But if you need a little bit more immersive stereo sound, this is one thing you will have to do. If you don't want to do this, you can buy a regular 3.5mm to XLR cable that's not a splitter. You won't be able to use it with dual channel audio because it will just combine all of your recorded audio onto one track. But if you want to have the most flexibility with your stereo recordings, this Y splitter cable is actually pretty handy. I've been using the FX6 for more projects lately, and I have a ton more videos planned with this camera. So if you like this FX6 content, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification to be notified when those videos do go live. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in these next FX6 videos.